Joe Galli out live at Sit Means Sit to talk all about training our little friendly furry companions. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, China. Training puppies is it's really got a rewarding feel to it once you have a good, healthy dog that you have as a part of your family. Like Capone here, not so much a puppy anymore, one of the masters of the house here now. Orlando, you train dogs all the time here at Sit Means Sit, and you do a lot of obedience training. What do people really need to know if they plan on getting a puppy for National Puppy Day? What are some of the steps that they're going to need to know as far as training these dogs, just for the basic stuff?
The biggest thing is timing and consistency. You definitely want to make sure you have the time in your schedule to be able to work with the dog, train the dog, socialize the dog is a really big one. And the second thing is definitely consistency. You want to follow through and be on the same page throughout the whole household, because dogs are creatures of habit, so they need to see things multiple times to understand what it is that you're looking for them to do. Now,
are there any specific breeds? Because I hear that some breeds are a little more stubborn than others. Is that something that people need to keep in mind before they go ahead and purchase a puppy for their house?
What it all comes down to is just matching the right breed for the right household. So I wouldn't say that it's so much breed specific, because you can have different personalities within the breed, but you definitely want to look for things that match as far as if you're doing a lot of activities outside, hiking and stuff like that. You want a dog that's going to be able to keep up. You're not looking for a couch potato to keep going.
And I hear a lot of stuff about, the dog will come into the house and the dog will become the alpha male of that, because it's got that pack mentality. So how important is that for a person to go ahead and make sure that they're at the top of the chart and the dog's not running the house?
It's very important, because if you have a dog that, one, thinks that they can dominate over you or anybody in the household, or that is just too overbearing, that's where they become destructive and hard to handle. So you definitely want to make sure the dog understands the roles and responsibilities and the boundaries in the house. That way they know where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing.
Now, everybody likes to have a dog that does a couple of tricks, and you've got Jet over here with one of your trainers. What are some of the basic things that we're working with Jet right here?
Well, Jet, she's only about not quite 5 months old now, and he's just teaching her the basics of not only come, sit, and place, but also attention, because we like to teach our dogs to pay close attention to us and focus. So that's what he's working at. That's why you see him using a tennis ball, because she loves to play with toys.
Well, you know what? They got tons of great dogs over here that do all kinds of great tricks, including big old Capone over here who actually could stand on that fire hydrant, which you've seen before here on WNWO. When we come back in just a little bit, we're going to get a little bit more creative with some of these tricks that some of the dogs can do here at Sit Means Sit. Michael, China, back to you.
All right, Joe Galli, thank you so much. Looking forward to checking in with you in just a little bit.
Joe Galli is still out live at Sit Means Sit to show us some tricks of the trade. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Whoever does adopt our pet of the week, they could come down here to Sit Means Sit and learn some fun, cool, interesting tricks. And you guys do teach all that stuff here, Orlando. And we got Kohana and Rick here. They're going to do some tricks for us right now, right?
Right.
All right, well, let's take a look. Let's go right to it. What are we having Kohana do first?
Well, right now, again, we're teaching with the focus. So he's bringing her to underneath his legs, and you'll notice that she's always keeping an eye on him. He'll get her doing some weaving in between the legs. And it just comes down to fun, because dogs like to be stimulated and like to have fun. So the more fun they're having, the more excited they're going to be, and the more they're going to want to do and train.
Oh, look at that. Bouncing off the wall. Can we say that one more time? All right. I don't know if Mom's going to be too happy with that one. Now, he also had one more trick I saw. Going to climb right up there. Oh, it's a doggy backpack. You like that, guys? I think that's pretty cool. Oh.
That is unbelievable.
If you don't have a leash, I guess that's the way you could go ahead and sneak around it. Now, you guys here, you got some awesome, cool-looking tricks that are fun for the dogs, but you also teach some stuff about protection, right?
Absolutely.
Now, if you guys remember, last time I was here, Dragon went and took me to town when I put the sleeve on. Now, Dragon is celebrating National Puppy Day in a very special way. She's about to have puppies. So we're going to have Nash come in, and Nash, he's a little bit different, right?
Yeah. He's also a Belgian Malinois, but he comes in with more force, and he drives into you versus thrashes and pulls you back.
Now, this breed here, you were telling me a very special thing about this breed. It's used in a lot of law enforcement and stuff, but a special law enforcement actually used it at one point, right?
Yeah, this is the same breed that went in with SEAL Team 6, and a lot of military use the Malinois and the Dutch Shepherds as well.
All right, well, I got to do it, guys. I got to do it while I'm here. I'm going ahead and putting on the sleeve one more time for the big dog Nash. You better pray for me, because
Nash, heel.
Nash is
heel.
Going to come for me. I'm actually kind of nervous.
Sit.
But
be careful,
following
Joe.
commands, and
watch.
Here we go. Go for it.
No workers' comp.
Whoa! Okay. It's definitely feeling the pressure of the teeth there. Now you can...
Nash, down.
Down. There we go.
Nash, heel.
And back. Look at that.
Go. Back. Place.
Right back there.
Down.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect.
Wow.
What a well-trained dog. That's also, you know, I'm okay. That sleeve works pretty well, guys. So
How's
you
your
definitely
elbow,
feel
though?
the pressure.
How's your
You really-
elbow?
My elbow's fine. You know, you got to go with it. You know, you don't want to resist it because that's where you're going to have the issues with it. But the person who breaks into your house, they're probably not going to know that. And, you know, the dog's going to do its job and protect you. So that's the kind of stuff that you could do. The training that they do here at Sit Means Sit, especially for National Puppy Day. Back to you guys.
All right.
Hi, Joe. Yeah.